Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Koi. Thank you all so much for your kind words and everything. It got a bit overwhelming, if I was totally honest, which is why it took a while to answer some of your comments. But thank you. But on that note, we're back as usual, back to myself. And what the fuck am I up to today? Well, last night I walked into the fish house to give the tank its last feed. And you always know when something's not right. And I've looked down and, well, I didn't actually look down. I actually looked up and I could see bubbles coming up through the tempest, which to me straight away said that my pump's pulling air. So where the fuck's it coming from? The skimmer filter was absolutely perfect, level. So shut everything off, emptied the easy pod, and then I've noticed it's not purging like it normally does. So I knew exactly what was happening. My bottom drain is covered and clogged with blanket weed. So I've decided that once I get this clogged and I get the bottom drain line running again, that 90% of the perspex is going to come back off the pond for two reasons. One, so I can see what the fuck's going on in there. And two, I need to get the tank dried out. So I'm going to have to sacrifice some to screw down the front and down the side, because if I don't get it dried out, I'm never going to get the thing dried out enough so I can get it finished before April. So as much as I'd like to maintain the heat that I've been keeping in the pond, because I mean it has been staying nicely around 10 degrees, but if it means it's going to put me backwards, then I'd rather it wasn't. I'm a firm believer that they should have a winter, but I've got to sacrifice one to get one finished, otherwise I'm never going to get anywhere. So on that note, I'll fling you round, I'll let you have a look at the pond, I'll show you the bambinos, and then I'm going to get on to work, because it's a glorious day. Don't know, my fingers are in the fucking way. The absolutely glorious day. It's bloody fresh, I can tell you that. It is bloody fresh. The fish seem fucking happy. So, rock on. Back later. So, here we go. The big girls and boys are doing well. I'm looking quite happy considering. I haven't checked the temperature in there yet today. Oh, I think the gun's in the porch. And yes, I'm glad you laminated this, lads, because it's staying there now. I'm actually going to get a nail or a staple, and I'm going to actually leave it there permanently. So we have a temperature gun gone. Well, we're sitting at 8 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, that's better. They're sitting at 8 degrees, and they seem happy enough, as you can see. So, like I say, over here, things are starting to dry out, and as they're drying out, I'm really liking my second go round with the rendering. So props to you, Stu Bob. That's Stu of Surrey Koi. If you don't know about batshit crazy Stu, get over to his channel. Boy, he is hilarious, and trust me folks, he's not pissed. That's him 24/7. Absolutely bonkers. So I have been trialling a bit of food that was sent to me, but I think with the amount of fish that I've got in here at this present moment in time, I should just stick with the Takazumi for the minute, and I will test that fully and properly once I've got the Tosai tank going. So I've not given up on it, it's just at the moment I've got so many fish in there, and the way things are going, I'm going to go from cleaning it every 3 days to every 2 days, and I don't mind doing that. That's all part and parcel of growing big fish in a very small body of water. It's one of the things you've got to take into consideration when you're doing stuff like this on a small scale, but to maintain and keep the quality that's in the fish itself, you've got to keep on top of that water manipulation, because if you don't, then, and I know part of it is I've got to replace the spray bar in there. Right, that's Susan calling me, so I'm going to put you on pause. Right, let me jump back to this quickly because I've got to go and make a cup of tea for Susan. Part of the problem is, and this is what I'm talking about, I forgot to come in and change the filter floss last night, and as you can see, it's belting straight back down the overflows and going back into the tank. So yeah, this is my fault this time round, so that's why I say I've stopped feeding the stuff that I was given, because I want to give it a fair go. And the maintenance on this tank at the moment is outrageous, but I love it. That's part of the enjoyment I get. But I've got to create a new spray bar, go back to the old square one that I had, but I've got to make a new one because I'd like the holes bigger. And yeah, a slap on my wrist for but like I said right at the start, it's just been overwhelming since Thursday. So back to normal now, back on top of things, and I'll get back to you shortly. Just a quickie, cupcakes. The time is now 10 to 2. Gem lettuce. Let's see how long it takes for them to strip this. We'll come back to them shortly. Here they go. So 10 to 2. I'm just going to put their pod on for a clean. Fuck me! Jesus! I've had to rod it with my reel of 15mm push fit. I don't know if the fucking dome's come off. No, my luck it fucking has. Ooh. Get the polarising lens out. I think the dome has... yep, the dome is still there. But all of a sudden, bloody great rush of water. And look. Fuck me. Blanket weed. In December and fucking January, I'm going to have to seriously purge this bottom drain line now. So it looks like I'm going to have a hefty fucking water change. So I might even, in fact I will, I'll chuck some Koi Masters Advantage in just to replenish some of the minerals and stuff. But Jesus Christ. No wonder the Tempest was sucking air. Oh my word. Right, let me get this bit cleaned and then I can get on with some stuff outside. I really don't think I'm going to do anything out the front, but what I might do is bring some sand through, and while I've got the time, try and get the bench finished, and then, like I say, cover that up with the perspex. I've spoken to Dave today, and he has got some more for me, so wicked. But yeah, I mean, let me unwrap this. Put you down a second, guys, because this was a gift from a dear friend. Oh, probably going to get my ugly mug in there. Oh, shit. First time I've ever used one of these, guys, so stick with me. Right. So, now, if we twist. Oh. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing here. Oh look, I'm covering the camera again. Right, so you point it and then you twist. Ah, I saw a change then, but we still can't see the bottom of the pond. But as you can see, oh, I'm going to take that off a second. I'm going to have to get used to using that. But as you can see, I have got reams of it all the way around the walls, and as you can see, clogged up the bottom fucking drain. So yeah, I'm going to spend 10-15 minutes scraping some of this this weed up, and then I'll come back to you in a bit. There you go, 20 past 2, and it's almost down to its core. And they're still at it. They'll eat the stump right down to that bottom bit. So it's a tiny, tiny little conical thing, and then they'll leave it alone. But yeah, half hour, and desecrated. And they still want more. And there's Gaz's fish, John's Vifter, Katrina's Goshki. So yeah, they're all doing well. How are we doing, cupcakes? Well, I've still got to get to the hang of using wet sand to make mixes. So instead of laying the last of all the blocks on the seat, I ended up laying just, I think it was 1.5 layers, and the rest of the mix ended up rendering the front of the seat because, again, too much fucking wool, Vincent. But that being said, I am really pleased with the way it's come out. So I've been able to build bits up, and I've also now got the, oh, what am I fucking doing? You're not even looking at it yet. Yeah, I've got the 15mm push fit pipe in lines. That's ready for me feed for the Easy Pod. So I'm going to flip you around and I'll show you what I've been up to. You know, I'll put the flash on as well just to help it along. But as you can see, my feed pipe has been buried. Now I've blocked this area off because this area here is going to be filled with gravel and flint to work as a soakaway for the old downpipe. But I've got to say, my rendering skills are getting fucking better. How about that one, Stu? even started coming along there as well. So these are doing all right. They're getting a gentle refill. You can see that the water line is still quite low down, and the reason for that is in fact I'll show you. I mean, look at, not this bit of pipe, but all that came out when I had to rod the bottom drain line to get the bloody thing unblocked. And while I am at it, just reminded myself, I would like to say a very big thank you to Glenn from My Koi Journey, because I had a parcel yesterday and he sent us a cup. Nice one, Glenn, my son. Keep the videos coming. That takes the cup collection to 12, I think. So, yeah. I'm now going to have to buy or build some kind of cabinet to house all these bloody cups. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Let me just put that back away in its box. Not that I'm complaining, but as you can see, the big piggies are doing fine. Yeah. Let me give you a view from up on the roof, up above. There we go. Look at the state of that fucking blanket weed. My Kitsuri looking spanking. There's the male that I'm hoping to spawn with the... Right, as I was saying before the fucking phone told me I had no memory, that's the Shiro that I am hoping to spawn with the Kitsuri there and the Ginrin Beko. I can't say for certain what the Kitsuri is yet. I don't know if it's male or female. The same as Lumpy. I don't know whether that's male or female. Even if it's female, I still don't think it'll be ready for spawning anyway. But that's one of the plans for this year. Anyway, I was digressing there, wasn't I? Right, yes. I'm doing a slow top up at the moment. It's going to be noisy in here because I'm cleaning the tank filter. And it's a slow top up because what I'm topping the tank up with is the so-called waste that comes out of the RO unit. At the moment, I'm filling up containers of RO water so I can slowly but surely get the bloody great fish tank that's now in my dining room filled with water so I can get it set up and running. I'm gonna be fucking selfish on this one because I want the fish tank that the turtles come out of so I can get some fry pretty darn quickly as soon as they're available, but I can't because right this moment in time I've got nowhere to fucking chuck them. So rather than wait around for ages for the boy to sort his fucking life out, I'll start getting it done myself. I say this is on its second clean, and as you can see, still chucking out shit. So they're a bit miffed because they've only got the shower going, but they're doing all right. So yeah, and after having that today and doing that, that has made me feel like I need to address this wall and make it look a damn sight better than it does already with the render. And at the same time, I've also got put a bit of wood in here so I can render up to it so I can then create the recess for the window. But seems to be drying out. It's not moving, put it that way. Well, it doesn't feel like it's moving, but I'm going to go up to the loft and get the impact driver, because I want to start handing some of this this perspex up. Oh, I'll pause you there a second and I'll come back. Alright, I'm back. Now, I've actually borrowed these from the brother-in-law. Alright? And they are absolutely fucking amazing. You've got one for 1.25 inches. When I can get the sodding thing out. Come on, Vincent, sort your fucking life out. One for 1.5 inches. And one for 22mm. Now these are for cutting plastic pipe. So if you want a really good finish on the pipe that you're using or cutting at the time, because I know what it's like when you use a hacksaw or even a chop saw, you end up with a burr you've got to get rid of. With these, you don't. In fact, 15mm. See if I can jerry rig this. So yeah, I know I could go and get the bloody tripod, but hey, this is more fun. Laugh at me then, can't you? Alright, so cutter, pipe, yeah, and literally just twist. Oh, look at that. And that's 15mm push fit. It worked. Like say you've got one there for two. Slow down, Vincent, think about what you're saying. There's one for 15, which you've just seen me use, one for 22, one for 1.5 inches, and one for 1.25 inches. Yeah, and they're made by Monument Tools. So yeah, if you're into building your own filters and pottering around with pipe work, very worth getting, very worth getting. So yeah, so on that note, I'm going to put you back down for a sec. Well, guys and girls, it's definitely sounding a bit echoey in here. I've just got to go and take the boy home, so I'll pick my brushes back up in a minute. Just trying to get all this lot tidied up and titivated in here. And as you can hear, we've got an echo. That is because I've encased it in perspex. Oh look, she's like, don't put the camera on me. Oh.
I kill you.
So all I've done, so I can get it on and off quite easily, I've drilled a hole in the top corners, and all I've got is as you can see there, a little annular ring nail, and I just hang it on there, hang it on there, fucking hell. And yeah, I've just done it so if it hits it, it just drops down. So if I get underneath the dirtiness, you can see that the pattern is starting to look better now. Once I've given it all 2 good coats, it will look wicked. So there's the bench, and the kiddie winks. Is the flash on? Oh, it has come on. Not that we can see anything. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to today. And like I said, I've got to go and drop the boy off. And no doubt I will pick the brushes back up for a little while. Or at least until Susan says, that's it, you've done a fucking enough kidding. Sick of telling you. Back in a bit, boys. Well, my cupcakes, there we go. We've got it all buttoned up now. I've been given my instructions. I've got to come in for the evening. So you can see where I've started. So yeah, I'll just pick that back up tomorrow. You never know, some more of the inside might be dry. I might even be able to get a coat of paint on that as well. So on that note, guys, I've been Vince, this is Twisted Koi, and we will catch you all on the next one. Latest, guys.